uh, meeting of Bane Toastmasters Club. Our club provides you supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication, leadership, and skill that nurture skill that helps you towards your personal growth. Before starting the meeting, I will explain you some ground rules of the online meeting. Please mute your microphone when you are not speaking. Also rename yourself by prefixing with your meeting role, or if you are a Toastmaster, you can use TM, and if you are a guest, you can put down guest in front of your name. Please put your mobile phone on silent mode to avoid any kind of distraction when you get a chance to speak. Be cognizant of your body movement, multitasking, and any kind of background activity if anyone around you. Use the chat box for any questions or comment or for feedback or any kind of one-to-one message or sending any kind of feedbacks to speaker. You can use direct message. Please use clap emoticon, or you just mute your mic and show clap like this to appreciate anyone in the meeting. When you be speaking, the correct protocol is you to greet in the following manner, like good evening, presiding officer, Toastmaster of the day, district officials, fellow Toastmaster, and dear guests. So this is the right protocol. So now, this is the ground rules we have to follow for this meeting. And now we are in our 300 chapter meeting of Bane Toastmasters Club, and this is one of the biggest milestone of Bane Toastmasters Club. And as a presiding officer, Chief Sergeant at Arms of this meeting, I start this. I call upon stage Toastmaster Yatin to start the meeting and address the gathering of this milestone meeting.
Hello, everyone. So good to be here on the 300th meeting of Bane Toastmasters Club. I am extremely proud to be here. And of course, you know, I'm really delighted to see some old faces, some not old as in aged old, but what I mean is some people from the past Btmc club members, and of course our current and some guests who have joined us, some esteemed guests who have joined us today. First thing first, what we are going to do today is, because usually I see that by the end of the meeting, a lot of the people have dropped down. So today I'm going to change the modus operandi. We are first going to take a snap of our club meeting. Okay, so everybody please turn on your cameras. We are going to take a picture because this is where most of us are here. And by the time the meeting ends, you'll find most of them dropping out. So Nikunj, Yadav, everybody, please can you go ahead and turn on cameras? Oh, we have got Dhaval as well. Hello, Dhaval.
Hi, Yatin.
Hello. Please turn on your camera. I know most of you guys have not gone ahead and put the background, but it's okay for now. Dhanashri, there you go. Mohit and Dhaval, can you please turn on your camera? Saish. Okay, Saish is, there he is. Okay. Oh, Beena ma'am is here. Woohoo! Beena ma'am, please turn on your camera. We are taking a picture, please. We are going to do it the other way around today.
He just got connected to audio.
Yeah, Beena ma'am is, there she is. Oh, what a lovely face. Good Lord. Okay, let's take a picture. Everybody smile. Okay, one more. Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you, everyone. And I hope you guys can please keep your cameras on and just don't run away. Okay. All right. First of all, hello, Division Director, past, present, and future Toastmasters. It's a great day, a day that we will all cherish for a very, very long time. It's a day that shows us how we as a club persisted through all adversities and challenges over the last 5.5 years and come together to celebrate our 300th meeting. Let us all unmute ourselves and give a big round of applause. Can I please get everybody to unmute and make a big round of applause? I have been part of this club for the last 5 years. And now I have made some amazing friends who are more like family for me through this club. I have seen Toastmasters become mentors for life. I have seen people give up easily because they just don't want to put on all the efforts. I have seen people give their speeches with 20 plus filler words, and with their perseverance, they have become one of the most eloquent speakers. I have seen strangers become great friends, and I have seen strangers become lovers and then life partners. But yet, somehow, I feel I have lots of more to see. Over the years, I have learned that the biggest motivator is you, yourself. The day your inner self is awakened towards any goal, whether it is public speaking, leadership skills, nobody can stop you from reaching that goal. Just imagine, just imagine being so close to your target and someone tells you to turn back. Imagine how would you feel? You don't want to lose the golden chance because golden chances don't come again and again. It depends on how you take those chances and make your dreams come true. Toastmaster is one of those chances that we should not let go of. Okay, I am sure you might have faced these situations in life where you are all alone and you have to make a decision whether you want to turn back. And you could see one of the two things. One, that you would have not accomplished anything, or two, you would see and reflect on how you got so far. So my suggestion to all of you is to take that one step ahead at a time. And believe me, when you turn back, you would have already reached at the top. Toastmasters is one of those, Btmc is one of those clubs that gave me such an opportunity. I took that chance with both my hands. And over the last 5 years, I have come to accomplish so many things through this club and what the learnings of this club that I cannot be more thankful to anything. Now, to any other thing in my life. Okay, now let me tell you a story and how it all began for me. Okay, it's a very interesting story. At the very first meeting, I remember sitting in the back bench at the DIMR college. Okay, and I was extremely skeptical. Okay, I was cynical at the best. Okay, but there was something, I don't know what it was. And first of all, I wasn't even sure that this was something for me. Okay, so I don't know what it was, but I decided to come back for the second meeting. Excuse me, a little bit cold. I decided to come back for the second meeting. Now, this was the meeting where I met 3 amazing individuals: Beena ma'am, Himang sir, and Seema. I stayed back after the meeting, wanting to see what clicked Beena ma'am and Himang sir to be part of this community, even at such a young age. I mean, I stood there, I saw the warmth, I saw the laughs, I saw the mentorship that they were providing with their open hearts. And guess what? I was sold. I thought that this is what I want for myself when I grow up, which I have yet to grow up. So thank you, Beena ma'am. Seema, of course, she's been a great friend and a great mentor, and Hemang sir, God bless his soul, for introducing me to the world of Toastmasters. Now that's enough of me. Okay. I definitely want to hear from all of you guys. What is that one memory of BTMC that you all cherish, that you will all cherish for the rest of your life? Now, I want all of you guys, if you can you please open up the menti.com? Can you please go ahead and open up menti.com for me? And or you can do one more thing, or you can just click on this particular link. Give me 1 second, I'll get the link. Okay. This is the link, or you can type in the code. This is the code. You can do one or the other way, whatever way works for you. But just go there and please go ahead and answer this one question for me. What is that one memory of BTMC that you will cherish for the rest of your life? And let me share my screen so that you all can see what people are entering as response, if I can. Let me refill. There you go. So we've got friendly vibes. Okay. Warm welcome when joined. I meet lots of amazing people. That proves if you want, you can. Absolutely. I totally believe in that. Fellowship at Durga Cafe. I totally agree with that. That was the place where I was sold, by the way. Let me tell you that much, because I went to Durga Cafe after that meeting. Not able to speak in table topic session. Of course, inclusive growth, positive environment for personal growth. I met Mr. Ajay Hiraskar, is amazing. Absolutely. Oh, Ajay sir is a pioneer in this particular, in the Toastmaster fraternity, at least in our area. Yes, the lectern, absolutely, that always fell while talking. Totally agree. Icebreaker speech, sold on that as well. Okay. Inclusive growth, absolutely. Guys, motivation for truth. Totally agree. I believe each and every one of these reasons just prove that Toastmasters is a place not just to learn. Can everybody please go on mute? Appreciate it. Toastmasters is not just a place for us to improve our public speaking skills or leadership skills. It's a place for us to build families, for dreams to come true, and for us to meet some great friends. So with that, we'll get to the proceedings of our today's meeting. I am going to first, before we get on to calling the role players, I would like to call upon one of the most amazing individuals of the Toastmaster fraternity. He's a very dear friend of mine. He lives in my society. I can actually see his balcony from my balcony. Okay, believe me, we don't want to share secrets in what we do in our balconies. But anyway, he's a division director of Division C, and he's one of the most amazing individuals, as I already mentioned. I can't say more great things about him, but I would like for him to come and address us at this meeting before we even jump into our sessions. So Toastmaster Milind, can you please put your hands together for Toastmaster Milind. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Yatin, Mr. Presiding Officer, Toastmaster of the Day, Distinguished Toastmaster Beena. Thank you once again, Yatin, for a wonderful, I think this is one of the most amazing beginnings of any Toastmasters meeting that I have witnessed. for the last 1 year, especially that I have been attending meetings all over Pune. Thank you very much. And you really set the tone of this meeting, because 300 meeting is not a mean achievement. It really is a cause for big celebration. 300 meetings means we have survived for more than 5.5 years. In fact, out of this 5.5 years, some of you may not know, but I visited your club almost about 4 years back. That is when I came to Pune and I was looking around for clubs. I found Toastmasters for Pune entrepreneurs. And very soon after that, if I am not wrong, we were to arrange some kind of an event at the entrepreneur club. And I was given the responsibility of going to various clubs. And that is when I came to Barnier Club. This would have been somewhere in the middle of 2018. And I think that time you used to meet in that Pearl Society. Is that right, Yatin? Was that the society hall where you used to meet?
We used to meet at the, it was in the, it was, I think first it was always at the SUS
Okay.
society, and then I think we moved to SKB campus.
Yeah,
Meena
yeah.
ma'am might have a better memory because I joined in this.
So yeah, I mean, even I have some very fond memories of that because besides coming and giving the invitation, I was also told to give a table topic, and then I was still new to Toastmasters, and we all know what kind of butterflies we have in our stomach when we have to be called. So my memories of Barnier go back to that period. And some of you may be a little bit critical that after being a division director, why have I not come to your club? The reason is very simple. I think all of you are executives working in professional, and in professional life we have something called as a ABC analysis. In Toastmasters we have got ABCD analysis. I think Beena madam would know about it. There is a tool called the Marshall's tool available. Some of you can just Google and see. And if you go to the Marshall's tool, there is a way in which you can classify Toastmasters clubs under A, B, C, D. The Barnier Toastmaster Club unfortunately falls under A. Had there been an A++, you would have probably been into A++. And therefore, when you have got an ABCD analysis, and when you are really short of time, you obviously focus on the C and D clubs. And that is where I was over the last 8-9 months, going from clubs to clubs which are not doing so well in the division, and focusing on trying to see how I can bring them up. And I'm very happy to say that we have met with a good amount of a success in our division. Of course, we have 1 or 2 clubs which may not survive over the next year, but rest of them are in fairly good shape, and the ones who are good are very good, and among them Barnier is the best. If you look at the Marshall's tool, once again, Barnier Club, and some of you are old members, so this is not for you, but this is for the new members. I can see a lot of new faces. I was just going through your member list, and I found a lot of you have joined in the last 1 or 2 years. For your information, your club has bagged 10 DCP points for 5 successive years, and this is the 6th year that you have already reached 10 DCP points. Give yourself a big round of applause. Not just the DCP points, you also have been a President Distinguished Club for 5 years, and this year, obviously, you are also again going to be a President Distinguished Club. I really don't know the statistics as far as Diamond Club is concerned. So that is the kind of image, that's the kind of a status that Barnier Toastmaster Club involves. Kudos to all of you, all your present members, ExCom, and all those over the last 4-5 years, who have contributed to bring this club to a level at what it is. Now, there is a test match going on. Yatin knows about it. When a really good batsman, a professional batsman, when he completes his century or a double century, what does he do? Any cricket fan over here? What does he do?
Raises the bat.
Raises the bat, obviously. And that's what we are doing here. Raise the bat, acknowledge, be happy about it, celebrate. And then after that, what does he do?
Targets 300.
Sorry?
Targets 300.
Targets 300, of course, but he does something. Targeting is one thing, but actually preparing for it is another something else. So what does he do to prepare himself for getting that next 100? He takes a fresh guard, correct? If you see, he takes a fresh guard. He then says that, okay, let bygones be bygones. Those 100 which I have scored is gone and over. I have done my celebration. Now I want to score another 100 and another 100. And therefore he leaves everything behind, brushes off all his thoughts in his mind, takes a fresh guard, starts getting the alignment of the ball and his stumps right, and starts afresh. at the 300 meeting, I urge each one of you at Barnier Toastmasters Club to take that fresh card. To once again say that, okay, it's over 300, now we're going to go further. Why should we only be resting on our laurels that we have been a President Distinguished Club for the 5 years or 6 years? Why not be so for the next 2 years, 3 years? That is what I would urge each one of you over here today. I have seen over the last 2-3 years, the profile of members, and I got veterans like Dina and Yatin over here who can vouch for it. The profile of Toastmasters clubs, the profile of Toastmaster members is changing. The Toastmasters which I now meet in my club or in the division whenever I'm moving around and what they were about 4 years back, within that 4 years or 5 years also, I can see a lot of change happening. We all need to change. As parents, as professionals, and as Toastmasters, we have to learn to change. If you see what has happened in this last 2 years, we changed so well. I remember that day when our club announced that we were going to have a meeting on Zoom, and I was the president at that point of time, and I didn't know what to do. I really didn't know. I didn't know what is Zoom. Believe you me, I didn't know what is Zoom. And today I teach Zoom to my wife, who is an IT professional. Yeah, so that's the kind of adoption to change that we all have undergone, and we should continue to do it. There is a very nice saying I heard the other day in one of the Toastmasters clubs. This is the advantage of going to various Toastmasters clubs. And so let me quote, somebody gave a quote said by Mr. Winston Churchill, and I read, "To improve is to change. To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often." So let's continuously change. Let's be sensitive to the members, as presidents, as VP education, as old members in this club. Let's be sensitive to the real needs of the new members who are joining. The new young breed which is joining has got professional aspirations. We as senior Toastmasters have to show them the correlation between being a Toastmaster and being a professional. Let's accept it. We are all here first to be a good professional, correct? That's where our bread comes, correct? So we want all to be doing well in our professional lives. If we are able to show how we can become better professionals by being a good Toastmaster, then I don't think we need to really hunt around for more members. The members who are there will be retained, and the ones who come, who experience a club like Barnes Toastmasters Club, without much persuasion will join. So I think let's be ready to change, and not just once or twice, but as often as possible as the situation demands. This is the message which I want to give today to the Barnier Toastmasters Club. Once again, I'm quoting, all of you have heard about John F. Kennedy, right?
Yes.
Toastmasters, like the Sergeant at Arms just now mentioned, what are we here for? To improve our public speaking, communication, and leadership skills, correct? And there's a wonderful quote again, which it seems John F. Kennedy was supposed to give, but he didn't give, because before that he got assassinated. In 1963, when he was traveling by his car to a venue where he was supposed to speak, where he was shot.
Correct.
His speech, it seems, had a wonderful quote, which says, "Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other." So, and again, you heard of Alvin Toffler, Future Shock, that's a book. He made a very wonderful statement again, that in the 21st century, illiterate are not those people who cannot read or write. That is basic. Illiterate are those people who do not learn, unlearn, and relearn. So at Toastmasters, it's a wonderful opportunity for us to learn new things. Believe you me, in this last 4 years, I have learned so many things. When I came here, I was a simple mechanical engineer, worked for 30-35 years in the automobile industry, selling trucks, cars, and in the Gulf, and what kind of a work environment it was. When I came here in this last 4 years, I have learned so many things from these young Toastmasters with whom I keep mingling, that I really owe, like Yatin also said, I owe a lot of what I am today to this last 4 years of experience, which I've had at Toastmasters. Your club has got a wonderful, wonderful history. It has thrown up leaders like distinguished Toastmaster Bina is here. You have Sanjay, who is presently the club growth director. You have Yatin, who is running such a wonderful initiative of the Gavels Club. You have Amit, who was the area director and right now is acting as a coach in one of the clubs which comes under our own division. You have guys like Shubham, who is helping me out in the PR activities of the division. And you have guys like Parijat, who is here, who's representing our division in the division in the quiz contest. So that's the kind of a legacy, that's the kind of a history that this club has. It is your job to only make sure that this achievements, this performance, this record of yours continues. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends, take a fresh guard and start with your 301st meeting with the same vigor with which you started that first meeting. With these few words, it's back to Toastmaster of the Day, Yatin.
Oh my God, Milind sir, you are amazing. This was such a
Thank you.
kick for all of us, because you are absolutely right. We need to take a fresh start. And it is like every meeting is like our first meeting. So I totally agree with you. And thank you for those lovely quotes and wisdoms. Actually, I'm going to replay. I didn't make a note of these, but I'll replay these to copy them at some point. So definitely. But thank you for sharing that with us. Guys, Milind sir is right. We are making a history. This is history. We have to make more history. But before we get into our meeting, let's see how much of Toastmaster history do you guys know? Okay. Again, back to Menti. I've posted a link. Please click on it. Okay. And let's see how much of Toastmaster history does our tablers know about, not tablers, sorry, Toastmasters know about. One thing I want to let you know, there is an award, woohoo, for the first place winner. It is a contest. So you need to look at the question and answer it as quickly as possible. The quicker you are, the more points you get. And the winner will get a gift from the club as a gift voucher of 250 rupees. Okay. All right. So with that being said, I hope everybody is clicked on the link and out there. I'm gonna count till 5. 1, 2. Oh, I need to share my screen, don't I? Sorry, my bad. There you go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's see. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see what the answer is. Ooh, all right. Majority of you got right. It is Ralph Smidley. So good. So a few of you guys got wrong. By the way, all of these people that are listed out here, they are associated with Toastmaster. Okay, J. Clark Chamberlain was the first president of Toastmaster International. Walter Cronkite is the Golden Gavel Club holder for from a media perspective. And Helen Blanchard was the first woman Toastmaster International. So each of them are associated with Toastmaster at some point of time. So I just wanted you guys to know because it's a little history that you would be interested. Let's go to the next question. Okay, oh, we'll see the scorecard first. And the fastest finger is Saish. Woohoo! Our VP is the fastest finger so far. Okay, next question. You got 5 questions, by the way, so let's see. What talent you cultivate through Toastmaster? I think we have spoken about this. Seven, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's see how many of you guys got this right. Woo, hey, unanimous. That is great to see that everybody knows what we are cultivating. But by the way, leadership skills can be applied to all the remaining 3 fields as well. Sorry. winning calls. And our leaderboard, ooh, Saish is still leading. Okay. Looks like he definitely has a fast finger. Now, next question. When was the first BTMC meeting held? First BTMC meeting. Let's see, 3, 2, 1. Let's see how many of you guys got right. Yes, it was on 9th June 2016. That's when the first BTMC. Sabne tukka mara hai. Let's be very honest. Nobody knows this, okay? All of you guys have guessed it. The people also won it, got guessed it. Because even I didn't know, by the way. I had to go do some research in order to figure that out. Okay, now the leaderboard has changed. We've got PG. Woohoo! PG is leading. 2 more questions, people. Don't lose heart. And they are equally difficult. So I'm pretty sure you guys will have fun. Where are offline BTMC meetings held? Where are the offline BTMCs? It's a trick question. Okay. But let's see how many of you guys get it right. I did give the answer, by the way. 3, 2, 1. Yes, it is at the DIMR. It is at the DIMR. CM International also is in the same campus, but the building in which we have our meetings is DIMR. So the campus's name is SKP campus, which has both DIMR and CM International. So let's see the leaderboard. Oh, sorry, my bad. Oh, okay, sorry, my bad. Okay, there it is. The leaderboard is no change. We've got Nishant who's closing in, but PG is not giving it up. Last question, guys, to trump Nishant, PG, or else he takes that 250 gift voucher. Who is the current immediate past president of BTMC? Who is the current immediate past president of BTMC? Let's see how many of you guys get this wrong, because I want to see how many of you get it wrong. People who named Parijat and Shubham, no, they are not. It is Toastmaster Santosh, who is our immediate past president. Let's see who is the final winner of 250 rupees gift voucher. It is PG. Woohoo! PG didn't give it up. Take a bow, PG. All right. Okay, now let's go ahead and get back to our regular meeting, which we seem to have completely forgotten about. So I'll go ahead and introduce our role players. So role players for today, can I please call upon our timer? And our timer for today is Toastmaster Harshan. So Toastmaster Harshan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yatin, and thank you, Toastmaster Milind. So those were really, really amazing thoughts that you shared. All I thought is I can summarize it through a beautiful poem, right? So I just happened to read this poem a couple of years back, but as I was going through your views, right, I just pulled it over on my screen so that I can quickly share it across with the entire team. So the poem is written by Dallas Clayton. So he's one of the leading authors and as in leading child, or what you can say, cartoon authors. And the poem that he has written goes like this, right? And pretty apt for this particular moment that we are all sharing, right? So this moment just happened, and now there's another moment for you to explore and discover, to build and maintain, to reflect and pursue, to inspire the others and do what you do the best, to gather in bundles as we have all done today, and build up a tower of moments, of months, of magical hours that we all spend every Saturday, and of time that we have all spent just feeling and seeing and learning and living and trying and being what we are as the Bane Toastmasters Club. So I think it in a way encapsulates all the different thoughts that you two shared. And I thought it would be interesting to start with this beautiful poem. So as Yatin said, I would be the timer for today's meeting. And it's a great time to be a timer, I should say. So I am lucky enough to be doing or playing this role for the club today. And as a timer, I would, of course, time for the prepared speeches that we have today, as well as the table topics and the evaluations that would subsequently follow. And of course, as a timer, I would let the speakers know about the time which is remaining for their speeches by showing the different cards that we have. Of course, the green one, the amber one, and the red one. So I'll not take much of your time and quickly tell you about the timing sequences. So for the prepared speeches, the speakers would have a time of 5 to 7 minutes. I would show the green card at 5 minutes, yellow at 6, and red at 7. And of course, you'll have 30 minutes of a grace period to complete your speech. For table topics, we would have 1 to 2 minutes. So green at 1, amber at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red at 2. Again, you will have a grace period of 30 seconds. And for evaluations, the evaluators would have a time of 2 to 3 minutes. So green at 2, amber at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and red at 3. And
Harshad, you went on mute by mistake.
oh, really? Okay.
No, just right now. So you're fine. Just
Sure. So I think I was just talking about the time sequences, and I'm sure most of us would know about it. So with that, I'll again hand it over to Toastmaster Yatin to.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harshad. That was a fantastic poem that you recited for all of us. Definitely makes a lot of sense in today's situation. Now I would like to call upon our R counter, and our R counter for today is none other than Toastmaster Amay. So Toastmaster Amay, can you please go ahead and tell us about your role?
Thank you, Toastmaster Yatin. I would like to thank you, Toastmaster Milind, also for the great insight that you have given us today, and how it is important that even after 300 meeting, we should start afresh as well. And as Toastmaster Yatin said, that he had seen throughout his journey that people from using 20 filler words to delivering great speeches, and it is really important to make yourself aware of these filler words. And so I am here to help you and make you aware of these filler words. So my role as a counter will be to listen attentively to all your speeches, and also I will be looking for filler words like for crutch sounds like for filler words like, so, but, and also I will be looking for filler phrases like and etc. And at the end, when called upon, I will deliver my report to every one of you. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Yatin.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Harshad. Next, I would like to call upon our language evaluator, Toastmaster Hina. Toastmaster Hina, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yatin. Good evening, Division Director, Presiding Officer, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. 300th Bane Toastmasters Club meeting, which is approximately around 42,000 minutes or 700 hours of collective learning, 700 hours plus. What an achievement. And we are all here to have a whale of time to mark this achievement. And just how letters make up words and words make up sentences, articles, and so on, good communication is built by good usage of grammar and vocabulary. And it is my responsibility to listen to everything that's said during this meeting today and take a note of particularly good usage of grammar. It's also my duty to present the word of the day and the phrase of the day. So let me start by presenting the word of the day. The word of the day is eclectic, which means deriving ideas, style, or taste from a broad and diverse range of sources. One of the usage can be my university offers an eclectic mix of courses for all the students. Would anyone like to try out the word eclectic?
Go ahead, Milind sir.
We have, I can go ahead.
Okay, Milind sir also has raised his hand. So
Sir,
after you,
okay, please
Milind sir.
then.
No, after you, Milind sir. That's all.
Parijat, go ahead. I'll follow you.
No, I was just saying that at our club, we have really an eclectic mix, a bunch of people coming from different backgrounds.
So I will go a little away from Toastmasters and say Barner has a wonderful collection of restaurants which serve eclectic dishes. Does it work, Hina? Is it okay?
Yes. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Parijat and Toastmaster Milind. The phrase of the day today is to have a whale of time, which means to have a great time and thoroughly enjoy ourselves. And the usage, as we all know, that we are all having a whale of time in the 300 Btmc meeting. Would anyone else like to try this word of the day? Have a whale of time.
I'll try. I miss the whale of time that we used to have at the SQP campus or the Durga Cafe.
Thank you.
Beena ma'am also is living.
Yeah, Beena ma'am, go ahead.
Yeah, it's a corollary to what Yatin said. However, with Yatin at the helm of affairs, today we are having a whale of a time. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Beena ma'am. Thank you.
I think it's time to start the physical meetings as well.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you, Hina. There's no two ways about that.
Yes. So I encourage everyone of you to use the word of the day and phrase of the day during your stage time. And I also encourage you all to show a thumbs up or an emoji of a thumbs up whenever anyone uses the phrase of the day or the word of the day. And I will present my report when called for. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmasters Yatin.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Hina. That was really lovely. I love those two whales, two lovely words of phrase. Sorry, I love the lovely word of the day and phrase of the day. If you guys want to have a whale of a time, please stay till the end of the meeting, as I've got some eclectic choice of events planned for you. All right. So with that being said, let me go ahead and there is somebody who is going to be monitoring everything from the beginning on who has been there even before, me starting the meeting today. Toastmaster Manu is going to be our general evaluator, and she is going to be recording all of today's proceedings and reporting back to us when called upon. Toastmaster Manu, would you like to add anything to that?
Yatin, there are little change in the agenda. Due to some internet issues, Manu give this role to Saish.
Saish? Okay, fine. So Toastmaster Saish, would you like to add anything to the role?
Okay, sure. Just a minute. Am I visible?
Yes, you are. Perfect.
Okay, so hello everyone, and hello Toastmaster Yatin for your wonderful role. I'm glad to see you as TA Modi for the first time being a new member, but okay. Thank you everyone, and I am general evaluator for today. Due to some network glitches, I have taken the role instead of our Toastmaster Manu, who was the general evaluator. My role as a G is to note the smooth functioning of the meeting along with smooth functioning of all the role players who are formatting the agenda and going through the agenda and following the agenda and playing the role as per the agenda. This is only my role, and I'll be reporting for only 5 to 7 minutes as per my time in the agenda. Being general evaluator, I have to take care of agenda. So I have only 7 minutes at the end to report my general evaluator report for all the role players. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Saish. Due to some due to some personal emergency, we had one dropout for our speakers. So today we're going to have only one speech, and because of which we are not going to have any voting that will be done after the speech for the best speaker or the best evaluator. But as promised, both of them will receive the gift voucher, because they will be by a de facto winners for both the roles. So let's go ahead and definitely, continue to enjoy. We got a lot more planned, but just wanted to call that one little bit out from my side. So first, let me call upon our evaluator for the IP level 1 project 2 speech for Toastmaster Ravindra, but the evaluator for Toastmaster Ravindra's speech is Toastmaster Manu. So I will call upon Toastmaster Manu to give her, is Toastmaster Manu going to be able to do that, considering that she's got a technical flaw?
No, Yatin. I will be evaluator for Toastmaster Ravindra.
Oh, you are the evaluator. Sorry, my bad. Toastmaster Komal. Sorry, my bad. So over to you.
I think we did
Toastmaster
not say Komal smiling when you said that she'll get the voucher.
Sorry, my bad. Oops. Oh, I missed it because I was just looking at myself. But Toastmaster Komal, please go ahead and call out the objectives of the speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yatin. So today, Toastmaster Ravindra is going to follow his level 1 project 2, which is feedback to his second speech. And purpose of his project is for a member to present speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. Also, purpose of this speech is for a member to demonstrate that what he has applied the feedback from his first speech. And time given for this speech will be 5 to 7 minutes. So all the best, Toastmaster Ravindra. Over to you.
Thank you, Komal.
Okay, all right. Sorry. Yeah, let me go ahead and introduce. So Toastmaster Ravindra is going to be our speaker for the day. Unfortunately, I don't have an introduction, but I know Toastmaster Ravindra very well. He's one of the most exciting Toastmasters. He's always taken challenges to take himself or elevate himself to the next level. Toastmaster Ravindra, all the best, and over to you. Yeah, over to you.
Thank you. Am I audible and am I visible?
Yes.
Clearly. Okay.
Ravindra, you are able to see my screen. So this is Harshad, timer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can see.
Let me know whenever you want to start.
Yes. Yes, you can start the time. Oh, my phone is ringing. Oh, it's my boss. Hello. Yes, boss. How are you? Hey, Ravindra. I called you for specific reason today. So you know that we have already one on-site project lineup, and we have selected you for the on-site project. Oh, that's great news, sir. Thank you for considering me for this project. And may I know for which location you have selected me for this on-site project? Oh, it's for Europe. Oh, really? I'm really grateful for you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. चांद तारे तोड़ लाऊं सारी जामें ये बस इतना सा ख्वाब है. Guys, in this one call, my life had changed. I got these 2 opportunities in one call. So as every corporate and every employee has this dream to go to on-site and represent their company. So I got this opportunity to go to the Europe. And so today I will take you to my Europe journey. So let's fasten your seatbelt and let's go to Europe. Hold on, it's a long journey. So we have to take a connecting flight. So now we'll take a connecting flight from the Turkey. So we have landed up, and please, there is one announcement, like it's connecting. Now we are moving to the European zone. So please reset your clock for the local time zone. I'm giving this announcement because in one of our tour, we have missed to reset our clock to the local time, and then we have missed our flight, and we were in a lot of trouble. So please reset your clock and let's go to the next. Let's go. Let's move. Now we are landed in Europe. Can I share my screen quickly?
Ravindra, I'm not sure, as in then how would you see
That's fine.
the cards, right? Okay, sure.
Yeah, you can share, but you will have to then switch between him and.
Yeah. Okay. Can anyone guess this location? Anyone?
Budapest.
London.
Exactly.
Budapest.
The first Budapest. Yes. This is the capital of Hungary, the beautiful country in the one of the Europe countries. It's a very old and very ancient country. And this is the parliament of the Hungary. So it is in Budapest city. It is the city of nature. Here you will see lot of uh, here you will see a lot of beautiful lakes. Here you will see a lot of charming nature sites, castles, and the Hungarian parliament building is the ancient building in the world. So you would enjoy over here that entire Europe feel. And in this journey, I have enjoyed a lot of different things. I have met with the different people. I met with a different culture and different. I have tasted different food as well, and this give me a lot of good good exposure to understand the different world. So from here, I will just move ahead, and I would like to ask you: can anyone guess which bridge is this?
London.
Anyone else, or should I continue immediately? Okay, so you must this is also in a one of the Hungarian bridge called as a chain bridge, and you must have seen this bridge in one of our Indian Bollywood movie, which is Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam. So we have a lot of memories with this bridge, as we are all very lover of Indian Bollywood movies. Can anyone guess this next picture?
Swiss Alps.
No. So from Hungary, now we'll move to the next destination. So in Europe, you might have knows that European trains are very much popular, and all these European countries are very close to each other. So we can easily travel from one country to another country. So from Hungary to now we'll travel to Switzerland, which is the one most favorite country for everyone to go there. So now from here we'll go to the Zurich. Let's take a European train. Oh, we are landed into the Zurich. It is the city of Switzerland. Switzerland is the beautiful country. Sorry, Switzerland is a very beautiful country, and in Zurich we can see very good mountains and superb natural greeneries and the very ancient buildings, and you will see that people are so much loving their life over here and enjoying. So from here, and this is the other area of Zurich where you can see how people are living their life peacefully, and most of people are dream to come to this country to explore their tourism. So now I would like to come back to from this journey to back to the next destination, which is Germany. So from there we move to the Germany, and Germany, as you know, that it is the most famous for their technology, where we have got opportunity to visit BMW headquarter office, where we have seen lot of old BMW models. And from there, when we were going back to Hungary from European train, today I would like to share one of my experience, or you can say it is an incident, or you can call it as an accident. Okay, so while going back in that Euro train, what I saw that there we have seen a lot of beautiful hostess over there who are serving people. So I went there and I asked that lady, beautiful lady, hey, what is this? That lady has one box. She said, it's a meal. So I said, she said, it's a meal and it is for A class. And then I thought, oh, I'm a B class, but what's matter? Then in Europe, you don't need to think about the language, because people are understand your hand gesture and expression. So as, with my expression, that lady offered me one meal box, and I was so joyed that yes, today I got a free meal. I don't want to spend the money on my food. And later on, when I opened that box and when I got a smell, then all happiness gone, because I saw that meal was nothing but pork, and I as a vegetarian, I can't eat that. So this was my journey. So now let's take a flight and come back to India. Now we all, I hope that everyone has enjoyed this online Europe tour, small Europe tour, and now we are coming back to Bane Toastmaster Club, back to TMOD. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravindra, for that lovely tour. I believe me, I kind of felt that maybe I should be going to these places. It looked really lovely. I haven't visited many of those. But again, as I had mentioned earlier on, we have only one speech for today. And before we go on or take a break for about 5 minutes, what I would like to do is I would like to call upon my mentor, one of the most amazing individual, and you know, I don't have words. I don't know, I'm lost for words. What other words could I use? What other adjectives could I use for her? But she is one of the most amazing individuals that I have ever met, I could pretty much say, in my life. So DTM Beena ma'am is, you know, I would really like to get her to come on this stage and give us some words of wisdom, or share her experience with Btmc, as she's the one why I'm here today. So I would definitely love to hear from her. Over to you, DTM Beena ma'am.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Yatin. I think you've got a lot of butter at home, which you're using very
Aapke liye to
freely.
100% is, sir.
Yeah. So I'm lathered, yeah. I've got all butter. I'm oily and lathered with a lot of your butter. So anyway, thank you very much. It's a wonderful feeling, coming back home feeling. So I was just thinking about 300 meetings, and so we've got such a long history. You can't separate the pages and look at each one. It's like a bunch together. Like someone said, we bundle together. It's bundled for fun. It's bundled for learning. It's bundled together for a lot of exciting times. And also Milind referred to the young generation of Toastmasters, with which I vibed so well, because 10 years back, I was also teaching in college and doing this and looking after my house. And then suddenly someone opened this whole Alibaba's cave of Toastmasters, and they pushed me in, and I was faced with this young bunch of Toastmasters, all my children's age. And they're telling me, why don't you tell your children to come? I said, for God's sake, you know how your own children laugh at you and make fun of you. You are the same age, but you all give me so much respect. I'd rather spend the rest of my days with all of you all saying, Beena ma'am, Beena ma'am. It's such a wonder and such a blessing. So it's like that. It makes you feel so buoyed. That is me. I'm talking from, if the periscope was turned around and from the point of view of these youngsters. See, when they're introduced as guests and they look at our team and our way of conducting the meeting, which is so to the point and absolutely time to time, cut to cut, as they say. We start at a particular time and end after 2 hours and 15 minutes, maybe give or take a few minutes here and there. But it's always timed, and you know, minute by minute agenda is offered. I think that's one of our selling points. And the new member, the guests buy that, and then they make that commitment. That is very important, to make a commitment to invest your hard-earned money, 4,500, 4,200, whatever 6 months money that we give, and a little more, put it down on the desk and make that commitment. And they tell themselves that we are worth it. We want to invest in learning, and we want to invest in changing our personality for the better. Now, they are in Toastmasters. Now what happens? The office routine takes over. And then they say, should I attend this meeting? Oh no, I've got a meeting. I've got a call. I have to go. I have to leave. So that is the second part of the new Toastmasters, a hurdle which they have to get over. So now, what do you get out of just getting out of that comfort zone of the office? You mix and mingle with new Toastmasters and old Toastmasters, learn a few tricks and a few hacks and a few pointers which take you on to a step further. You maintain the relationships that you have started and strengthen your character with the newer relationships that you build. And of course, then after all that is the fellowship. In physical meetings, we used to meet in the cafe and have so much fun, backslapping, and even almost have our executive meetings in that little small cafe with small tables and half cup of tea and one batata vada. So this whole thing is Toastmasters. So I'm telling all the old members who are reluctant to come back, come back. Have a good time. And the newer ones who are wondering, what do? We are new, and especially we are confused with all the short forms that you use. Forget it. Start using short forms yourselves and get into the mainstream and start behaving like the Toastmasters that you see, and you will see a sea change within yourself. And I'm saying all this in a very generic way, but directly I'm talking about, let's say today, Baner Toastmasters Club, who has an institutional record of 300 meetings, which is not less. And I remember starting Baner Toastmasters Club, breaking away from Northwest and coming, and Seema and all those Hemang and all of us together, who will be the president, and Vinod and everyone. And that's how we started. That's how we got along. And we maintained that level of camaraderie, friendship, learning, and education. I wish you all the best for all this and more, and Diamond Club and more Diamond Club. Thank you very much. Over to you. I hope I have not run out of time.
Oh, no. You have all the time in the world. You can take the rest of the meeting. I'm absolutely fine.
Thank you. I enjoy myself with all of you.
Absolutely, ma'am. Ma'am, I just wanted to ask you one question. Who was the first president of Btmc?
Oh, man. You're asking the wrong person. I don't know. Vinod or Vinod.
You're putting her on spot.
On the spot. No. And having a whale of a time putting me on the spot, I know. But it was Vinod, because Hemang had offered to be the president, and Prasad had agreed. But then somehow things got a little hairy, and they said, Veena ma'am, do you mind if Vinod is the president? I said, I don't mind at all. So Vinod became the charter president.
Charter president, okay. Because I was trying to actually go back down the road and try to ask this question, but not many people knew the answer to this question. I was like, kisi ko to malum hoga who was the first. But thank you.
Don't take my word for it. Check back with Seema.
I will check with Seema.
Yeah.
Seema and Sandesh are very difficult to get hold of nowadays.
Yeah, but they're out of town. So even I am at a loss. My own president is gone when my contest is tomorrow. So
is that right? Oh. Yeah, believe me, I totally understand your pain. But thank you very much, Veena ma'am. Love you as always, and it has been really pleasure. So with that, guys, I definitely want to take, I want to see if everybody can just have a quick bio break before we get into the evaluation sections. And we'll be back in 5 minutes. Is that okay? 5:10? Okay, 5:05 right now, 5:10. We'll be back.
Okay.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us back and not leaving the meeting. So because most of the people drop after the break, so we don't want to do. I'm glad to see that it didn't happen today. All right. With that being said, I am actually debating whether we should have another. Let's do one thing. before we jump into our evaluation, before I call upon the general evaluator, okay, let me go ahead and have a little bit of fun with you guys. Okay, let me know if you guys can see my screen.
Yeah, we can.
All right. There are some facts about the number 300, and I want to see how many of you guys knew about this, because this is very interesting. Remember, we are making an history, so it is very important for us to know some history behind the number 300, right? First one, I want to understand, if you add together all the integers from 1 to 24, do you know what the answer is?
300.
That's true. It is 300. And believe me, I tried it. But I actually tried here. I just wanted to see whether it is true or not. But yes, if you add all integers from 1 to 24, the answer is 300. Few other things. Okay, let me tell you, if it takes exactly 300 digits to number all the pages in a book that is dash pages long, what that really means is that number 1 is considered to be 1 digit. Number 2 is another one. So 1 to 9 is 9 digits, and then 10 will be 11 because you're going to add 1 and 0, right? Just give me 1 second, guys. So if you add, like, then 12, 11 will be, 13, so on and so forth. Do you know how many pages would it take for you to have 300 digits?
Yes, 199.
199. Good number. Good choice. Good term. But no, I'll say lower. How about that? Let's see if people can guess.
125.
Higher.
It'll be closer to 190, definitely.
150.
Lower.
Oh, okay.
140. 120. 120.
135.
120.
Little higher.
137.
136. It is
Oh.
136. Parijat went 135, 137, but it's actually 136. So it takes 136 pages to have 300 digits. Interesting, right?
Wow.
Next one. Did you know that only 31? So can you tell me how old is cricket?
I think 300.
As old as Lagan.
No,
in
no,
1890, it started in 1890 or so. So
18, it started in 1860 something, like 70 something like that.
Yeah, so 150,
right?
roughly.
So it's about 150 years old. And did you know that only 31 times a player has crossed 300 plus runs in a test match?
Wow.
Oh.
In only 31 times. And to top that up, can you tell me what is common between Brian Lara, Chris Gayle, Don Bradman, and Virendra Sehwag?
More than 3 times.
More than once.
Yeah.
More than-
They are opener, I think. No.
No, all
Brian
of
Lara
them
is
have
not
scored
opener.
300 more than 3
300
times.
runs.
All of them have done 300 in tests.
Brian Lara is the only one which has done 4, and others have done 3.
Correct. You're right, Parijat. They are the only 4 batsmen who have scored 2 triple centuries. And out of which Brian Lara is the only batsman who has scored a 400.
Wow.
Yes, only batsman, right?
Is it only once or is it twice, Yatin?
Well,
Brian Lara?
Twice.
Four. He has
them-
scored 4 300s.
No. 400, he scored twice.
Once.
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 Okay. All right. Next one. Can you tell me what is the perfect score in a 10-pin bowling? What is the perfect score? Bowling.
10.
First
10.
No, perfect score kya hai? If you perfect score, what is the highest score? Chalo, theek hai. What is the highest score you can get in a bowling?
1.
300.
300. That is right. The highest score you can get in a bowling is 300. Do you
Wow.
know you can achieve 300?
30 times you have to hit.
No, not 30 times. You have
10
to
times
get,
into 30.
you have to know it's 12 times. You have to 12 times you have to hit all 10 pins in the first bowl.
Oh.
So then you will get 300 as a perfect score. Interesting, right? By the way, my highest score in bowling is 198, which is pretty good actually.
Wow.
Which is pretty good. I never crossed 200 though, but I got to 198. Okay. in the battle of
This is
Thermopylae,
300. Movie 300.
movie 300. You got it.
That's the only place we have heard Spartans enough.
Exactly, that is true.
Spartans.
It is movie 300, but it is true story, and it is where 300 Spartans actually stopped 300,000 Persians from invading. All right, another one. In 2014, the Greek author George, okay, this is a very interesting one. I want to see if anybody can answer this. This author, George, published a book called 20 Glimpses, a flash fiction collection. It comprised of 20 stories. Do you know what was special about those 20 stories?
Words.
What did you say?
Maybe 300 words or something.
That is absolutely right. Each story was exactly 300 words. That was the interesting fact about it. So you guys see, achieving 300 is not a small milestone. One last, I think. In AD 300, the lion, just some couple of very crude facts. In AD 300, the lion became extinct from Armenia and the elephant became extinct from North Africa. So it just goes to show that, you know, we didn't take much to make animals extinct in this world. So it's very sad. And the last fact is that the first recorded use in English of the term fairy godmother was 300 years ago, 1722. So hope all of you guys had a little bit of fun.
Whale of a time.
Awesome.
Whale of a time listening
With
to
eclectic facts coming in.
All right, with that, I would like to call upon our general evaluator to please take us through the evaluation.
Table topic master, table topic.
Oh, table topic master, my bad. Oh, sorry. You see, this is what happens when you are teaming with your friends. Okay, let me call upon our table topic master to go ahead and take us through the table topic session.
Thank you, TMOD to Toastmaster Yatin. I think today you are in role of the quiz master. Good evening, district officer, presiding officer, my fellow Toastmaster and dear guest, and many, many congratulations of all Bane Toastmaster Club member for 300 meeting. 300 tell us many things, but according to me, it's tell commitment, consistency, cognizant, and contentment of the members. So, and today, my role is table topic master. But as Toastmaster Milan said that it's time to take fresh guard. So I am here to take my fresh guard along with my fellow Toastmaster. In table topic, we learn impromptu speaking skills. And it is a basic building block of public speaking or any form of the communication. So the table topic, you learn 4 basic methods of the communication. First method, active listening. Second method, active thinking. And third method, organizing the thought. And final method, delivering. So guys, are you ready to learn these 4 methods? Thank you. And believe me, and trust my word, you will have whale of time. So in table topic, I have topic, but I do not have the table. So I have the topic on screen. I will call few of you and you have to speak only minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Are you ready? Yes. So let me first share my screen. Yeah, before that, let me tell the timing sequence. Timing sequence would be like, for 1 minute, you will see the green screen. For 1.5 minutes, you will see the yellow color. And in 2 minutes, you will see the red color. And you have to complete your speech within 2.5 minutes if you want to qualify a table topic speaker contest or in this voting list. So my first warrior of 300 BC is our dearest member, Nishant. Now he is guest Nishant. Nishant?
Yes.
So you have the 6th number on your screen. Tell me what is your lucky number?
Since it's the 300th meeting, I would go with number 3.
Wow, great, 3. Let's see what you have in 3. And your topic, Uber, move the way you want. Guest, Nishant, move the way you want.
Yeah, can I just see the timer screen?
Yeah, I was about to say, timer, could you please share screen? Okay, thank you.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, perfect.
Let me know whenever you want to start.
Yeah, I am just confirming I'm audible and visible, right? No lag.
Yes.
Perfect. Let's begin. Uber, move the way you want. Now, there's one thing that is always constant in life. It is said that change. But change, does it only mean change? No. It always means you have to move and move and move in life. Now, since we are in the 300 meeting, the 300 number reminds me that there are 3 digits. And 3 digits reminds me that in a family of mine, there are 3 people. That's me, my mom, and my dad. And whenever I say the way I want to move, these 3 pillars together always move together. No matter whichever life achievement or a milestone that we have achieved together, we have always been together like a unit 3. And one thing I must say, there's this movie which was referred to, 300, in which it was said that 300 Spartan warriors fought off against 300,000 Persian warriors. And using this reference, I would definitely like to say, if in my family as well, 3 of us together fought like a unit against every difficulty, every challenges that we faced. But we made sure that we never stopped. We moved the way we wanted to. And I would also like to recollect the thought that Toastmaster Milind gave us, which was by Winston Churchill, that to grow is to change, and to become perfect is to move and change continuously. So that is the way I would love to say, that with the way we want to move so that you can introduce new change in your life, you can become perfect. But always remember, always move in a team like a unit towards the way or towards the goal you would love to go. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, guest Toastmaster Nishant. And I have one advice to you. Take the Uber and come to the Pune and join our offline meeting. Before calling the next speaker, I would like urge that use the word of day and phrase of day in your speech. The word of day, elect, and phrase of day, have a whale of time. Now, I would request Toastmaster Milind take and face the second ball of table topic over. Would you like?
He's asking for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, there's some work going on around my house. So. Yes, please, Toastmaster.
So you have the 5 balls remain on the screen.
Okay. So sixer.
6. Great. Every little helps. Toastmaster Milin, Tesco. Every little helps. Toastmaster Milin.
Thank you very much. Every little helps. Very frankly, I have not much heard of this idiom, but Table Topic Master, as you told me about it, I started thinking and getting my thoughts organized. And I soon realized that this is a very profound idiom. Every little helps. You take any walk of life, anything you try to do in your academics, as far as your health is concerned, and as far as our Toastmasters is concerned. We often think that within a short time, we'll be able to do a big thing, right? When you start dieting, you feel that, oh, within 1 month, I should lose 3 kilos. Or when you go to Toastmaster, you feel that, oh, within about 1 month, I should be able to stand in front and talk like distinguished Toastmaster Bina is talking today. That's not how things happen, right? Every little helps. You have to be patient. You have to be steadfast. You have to work hard, diligently, have a plan, and to start taking those every small steps. And as you start taking those small steps, you would then start slowly realizing the dream of whether you want to become a proficient Toastmaster, or you want to lose your weight, or you want to do in academics. So thank you very much, Santosh, for this very nice idiom, which surely will stay with me now for future, that whenever we are trying to do anything in life, we need to think and not get carried away by our emotions and try to be too ambitious and say that, look, this is what I want to do. But that would then cause stress. If you start breaking that problem into small parts and then start doing that little by little, so that the problem which appeared very big and which caused you stress now is looking very small, because slowly and gradually you are chipping into it and making the problem small, and you're on your way to success. So every little helps. I completely agree with you, Santosh, and thank you once again for giving me this topic. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yatin, Toastmaster Milind. As you well said that every baby step helped to make us a strong person. And I asked my mentor what I should do to bring humor in my speech. And he told me, Santosh, I thought that he will tell me that read this book and this some video. He told me, Santosh, you should watch Only Friends web series. And you know who's my mentor? Today's quiz master is my mentor. So now time to move.
That is a very eclectic combination. I must say.
And now our third speaker, I request DTM Bina ma'am, face our third ball.
Okay. Number 4.
Oh my God. Number 4. Let's see what number 4 have for you. Apple, think different. DTM Bina, Apple, think different.
Table Topics Master, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. Our Table Topics Master has chosen 6 different brands and their taglines, it seems. It's an eclectic mix, and it's wonderful to interpret each tagline. Apple, think different. Oh my God, the inventor of the apple really thought differently. We thought apple is a fruit. Then we thought apple inspired Newton. We thought apple keeps the doctor away. All these are common phrases, and all these are well worn, and everyone has seen and heard of them. But the inventor of Apple computers thought differently. And he gave not the whole apple, but a bite into the apple, indicating what? That the apple is not pristine. Someone has bitten into it, and yet it is available for some others and more and more. So it's like the never-ending pie. You can eat into it, and yet there is more. So he told us to think differently, think out of the box, and absolutely make use of that brand which he showed, which has now become so immemorial and has gone into history as one of the best brands, an apple half eaten and yet available for everyone and their mothers. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, DTM Veena. Well said that, and my experience, every meeting in Toastmaster allow you to think different. So now the time to call another warrior. I would like to call on stage Toastmaster Parijat. Toastmaster Parijat.
I think,
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go to the next one. We'll call him last.
Yes. So guest Nikunj, would you like?
Yeah, sure. I would like to attend.
Yeah, sure. So now you have the number on the screen.
We can go with the first one.
First one. Great. Burger King, have it your way. Guest Nikunj, Burger King, have it your way.
Am I audible, Santosh?
Yes.
Super, thank you. And I can see the timer screen. So yeah, good to start. That's an interesting idiom or anecdote which Burger King has come up with, which says "have it your way." Though burger being a very palatable or a staple diet in probably for our American and the Westerners, at the same time they say "have it your way," which means how they have prepared a very small, simple, casual thing into a special and a customized thing as well, which means it's a basic, palatable, simple thing. At the same time, they have option to make it for yourself, so you can customize and you can have it the way you want, which also translates to me in life that yes, things are simple, but you have your own signature. You can manage and do it them your way. You can ensure you do it right and you do it the way you want, which makes you happy and give you the weight of your time. It also says burger, which eventually is a very common thing, but is available in a different customized options across the other world areas. Like it comes with the different flavors, probably a local condiments into it, giving it a different option. So it gives me a message that yes, simple things also can be customized, made beautiful, and can made to adjust and suit your taste. So it's a very interesting and novel thought how a simple thing can be made eclectic for all other people in the world. So with this, I thank. Back to TM Santosh.
Well said, guest Nikunj. Simple thing make difference. Now the time to call another speaker, and it would be the last speaker. If our speaker return back, Toastmaster Parijat. Would you like to attempt?
Sure.
Yeah. So you have the screen and the number. Which number you would like to go?
Number 5.
Number 5. Samsung, do what you cannot. Toastmaster Parijat. Samsung, do what you cannot.
Very good evening to everyone. Samsung, which is a very popular electronics company, we all know, says, do what you cannot. What does that bring to your mind? Samsung comes from an Asian country, far remote, which was not known to produce any business houses. Forget about any business house which could rule the world. And it was never ever possible. Imagine the situation of a founder sitting there in a small city in South Korea, imagining to create a business which is highly technical in nature, with so much of R&D requirement, and then take on the giants of the world, which were coming from either Japan or North America or Germany, and create a brand that could really cover and provide variety of products, appliances to every citizen of this world, not of any country, and ranging from very, very low priced elements to very high priced sophisticated products. The thought that must have prevailed in the mind of that founder was that what cannot be done is what must be done. And that is where Samsung, over the years, has become one of the most popular brands and one of the largest conglomerates in this world. When we look at our own lives, it's very possible that whenever we hit something, we believe that we cannot do. But that is the true test. That is where the litmus test comes in, that we have to start attempting to do those things. Because just by attempting to do those things, we will overcome those obstructions, those obstacles in our lives, and we will achieve much higher goals in our lives. So, my friends here, I urge all of you to just target and identify every such possibilities, every such obstacle that you see, and you think that it cannot be done. Just take that extra effort, just put your mind, put your focus, and I'm sure you will be able to do. With that, back to you, Tabletop.
Thank you, Toastmaster Parijat. From your speech, what I understand that every Toastmaster could be the good brand ambassador. I think Samsung will sure notice you. Now, our last speaker, I would request Toastmaster Narayan. Toastmaster Narayan, are you there? Toastmaster Narayan?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I invite you, and you have only one option. So I am going to click behalf of you over here. So see, Bata, word at your feet. Toastmaster Narayan, Bata, the word at your feet.
Dear presiding officer, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests, good evening. The term, the brand Bata is very much a household name in almost all our households, because it has manufactured a product which is very, very essential to walk in the road or to move from your house. So this brand it has created an image for more than 3-4 decades, I think so, which has made our lives comfortable, where even when we walk, even when we go for a biking, anything, we need slippers to protect our feet. So the world is at our feet, that I don't know. World is not in our feet, but at least we can walk confidently without any without getting injured or without getting any obstacles from whatever the road poses. Because of this, it is very useful, and the brand itself is a very much the household brand, and it has a great what you say, great legacy, and also a very responsible company. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Narayan. And I request the table our timer to share the timing of all speaker before going to the voting. The purpose,
Please go on, Santosh. Please go on.
So purpose of selecting these topic based on the brand, just passing the message that brand have their own style of communication. And as a person, it's our responsibility to develop our own style of communication, if you want to impact to others. And Toastmaster provide the platform for you. So now time to understand the timing of all the speaker. So
yeah, sure, Toastmaster Santosh. So we had 6 speakers, right? So Nishant took 1 minute 46 seconds, so of course he qualifies. Milind sir took 2 minutes 16 seconds. He also qualifies. Beena ma'am took 1 minute 25 seconds, so she qualifies as well. Nikunj managed to complete his speech in 1 minute 21 seconds. Parijat overshot by 1 second, so
we can let go of that one.
Exactly. So yeah. And Narayan took 1 minute 32 seconds, so he qualifies as well.
So thank you, Toastmaster Harshad. I think all are qualified for the voting.
Yes.
And I request to Subham to launch the poll. Cast your vote.
Yeah, cast your vote, because the winner of this particular voting will receive a gift voucher of 250 rupees. Woo!
Yes, and they are not a speaker, but they are qualified to become the brand ambassador of these companies. With this, over to our quiz master and Toastmaster update, Toastmaster Yatin.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Santosh. That was an absolutely invigorating session of table topics. Really enjoyed being a part of it. Okay, let's see. Can we just see? We've got, yep, 100% voting done. And we have a very unique situation, but we will stay true to our word and we will take care of that. Can we end the poll, please?
Yes, done.
Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, all right. With that, I will now like to call upon our general evaluator to take us through our evaluation section. But before we do that, remember, we've got one more shot at winning the gift voucher. We've got one more contest coming up towards the end of the evaluation section. So don't go anywhere. You will miss out on winning. So over to you, general evaluator, Toastmaster Saich.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yatin. And I like the games which you made us to play. And the voucher criteria was very great. And guest also, if they can be winner, they can receive 2,000 amount from Baner Toastmaster Club account from Harshad.
250 by 2,000.
250, sorry. Okay, thank you so much.
No budget nahi hai.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, so now I shall proceed now, Toastmaster Yatin. Now let me call the evaluator 1, Toastmaster Komal, to evaluate speech of Toastmaster Ravindra. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chef. Good evening, presiding officer, fellow Toastmaster, and dear guest. Today, Toastmaster Ravindra delivered beautiful lective speech on his Europe journey. And in the very start, he sang a beautiful song from a Bollywood movie, which is Chand Tare Tod Lao, and I got connected at that point with his speech. And then he started his conversation with his boss, know what he's saying and what his boss was saying. So that was very good. And every IT engineer can understand this situation. And everyone, I feel connected at that point to your speech. So kudos for that. Throughout your presentation, you had confidence and smile on your face. So that is very recommendable. And you had a lot of information about your trip. You're talking from your heart. So in that time, we ran out of time and you didn't understood that. But yeah, I can understand where you was going. So kudos for that. With this, I have some recommendation to you and some best thing which I like from your speech. So first thing, I have 3 best thing from your speech. So first one, you have shared PPT and the photos. You are talking about Switzerland, Germany, and Hungary. And along with your narrative, you are sharing those pictures. So it was clear in my mind what you are saying about it. So everyone got connected with your speech. So job well done. Second, you use voice modulation while you having a conversation with your boss. Like, hello Ravindra, you are getting this opportunity and thank you, sir. So this was very good. So use that always in your speech. Third, you tried using voices of plane and train like juk 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 juk, and you tried adding humor to your speech, which is very difficult part when you are giving such an informative speech. So kudos for that, and I really appreciate that. So after that, I have 3 recommendations for you, which you can add in your speech and leverage your speech. So first one, we should have some structure. You know, we have title, we have body, and we have end or conclusion to our speech. So I feel if you added that, then everyone will understand what you're going to talk, and this is the structure. With this, people get more engaged to your content. Second thing, your speech should be little bit crisp. You know, in the start only you tell people about, you know, I'm going to talk about 3 locations, which is Hungary, Switzerland, and Germany. So audience initially know what you are going to talk about, and we keep engaged to that. In the initial time only, before starting your speech, if you share that I'm going to use PPT while giving my speech, then that would have saved your time. While giving speech, due to that part, you miss little bit time and you ran out of time. So in concluding all these things, with I have to say I had a well of time while listening to your speech. Good engagement, humor adding, and references with your photos really gave me. I was really connected to your speech, and I'm sure with adding few recommendations given by us, you can definitely leverage your speech. Over to you. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Evaluator, for giving wonderful and structured Evaluator. Now, without further ado, let me call our tag team, who are the main army for our meeting. So first, let me call Timer Harshad to explain the time taken by speech and evaluation. Over to you.
Yeah, sure, Toastmaster Sesh. So we just had one speaker. So Ravindra actually took 8 minutes, 56 seconds. So yeah, so he overshot the time limit that we have for the speeches. So that's about Ravindra. And Komal took 3 minutes, 29 seconds, 1 second shy of the deadline. So that's great. So she qualifies as well. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Timer Harshad. Now let me call the AHA counter Amay to explain his report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shaish. I will be showing you the report of AHA counter. Let me share my screen. Is it visible? Is it visible?
Now it is.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So as you can see, I have prepared the report for the AHA counter, and I will tell you what I could find in this today's meeting. So Toastmaster Shubham, I could find less than 5 times you have used in your speech. Toastmaster Yatin, I could find less than 5 times you have used and less than 5 times you have used so in your speech. For Toastmaster Komal, I found less than 5 times so, and a couple of times I could find you said you know in your speech. For Toastmaster Harshad, I could find less than 5 times you used so in your speech. For Toastmaster Santosh, I also found less than 5 times so in his speech. Toastmaster Ravindra, I could find less than 5 times in your speech, and 5 to 10 times between you used so in your speech. Toastmaster Narayanan, you used less than 5 times and less than 5 times so. DTM Bina, you used less than 5 times so, and guest Nikunj, you used less than 5 times so. Kudos to all the other speakers for their flawless speaking, and congratulations to the speakers. And back to you, Toastmaster Sesh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amay, for a crisp report. Last but not the least, let me call the last role player in tag team, our language evaluator, Toastmaster Hina. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Saish. Is my screen visible? Okay. Some of the good usage in today's meeting that I noticed were golden chants: with an open heart, rest in the laurels, which means to be satisfied with the past successes and do nothing to achieve further success. Taking a fresh start, corollary, a proposition that follows from one that is already proved. Then there is to set the tone of the meeting. Then we also had a couple of great quotes by Milind sir. Then there was bundled together institutional record, camaraderie, every little helps, immemorable, conglomerate, and litmus test. The word of the day, eclectic, was used by most of us, and some of them are Toastmaster Yatin, Toastmaster Parijat, Milind sir, DTM Beena ma'am, guest Nikunj, and Toastmaster Komal. And the phrase of the day, to have a whale of time, was used by Toastmaster Mohit, Milind sir, Toastmaster Santosh, and Toastmaster Komal. That's all I have for the report for today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our language evaluator. Well, I also had a great whale of time today. So now let's proceed with my G report. I hope I'm done. Just timer, can you share the screen? In 5 to 7 minutes is my time. Harsh. Just can I request? Yeah. Time would be 5 to 7. Okay, I shall begin my report. Can start. Okay. So good evening, everyone. It was a fabulous meeting today, and we have made a height of our club today, number 300. Our TMOD has chosen a great number and a great theme based on this meeting. So let me come to the TMOD first, and then we shall proceed with SA. TMOD had a great energy, and I hope, Yatin sir, I saw you first time for doing this TMOD role. The rest, I think you are a PCB, means I have never seen you in any meeting of our Btmc during online mode since last 6 months. But it was a great experience to have you as TMOD. You explained various stories about this club, and you also played various games with us through online and virtual mode, which is not so easy in this online situation. And you had a great energy and great vocal variety. The way you with zest, you motivated all the role players to participate. It was great. So done from your side, and you had a great, you were flawless, and I cannot say anything to you. So I will just say I'm waiting for the last game to win the voucher if I can. Well, we'll see. Now let me come to the Sergeant at Arms. Presiding Officer Shubham took the Sergeant at Arms due to some glitches, and he mentioned the missions and protocols of the club. So no recommendations. Next, I'll move to the timer. Timer was our Harshad. I hope he's taking a role for the first time. He explained the role very well, and he started with a poem which is very different from other role players. He freshened us with this, rejuvenated us, the poem which he mentioned. I hope he's doing new things whenever taking up a role. Maybe in other roles, when I see him, he's making our mood so fresh. So I cannot say anything, but I can give a special clap to you for making new and creative things in every meeting, whenever you take a role or whenever you attend as a guest. And you also explained as a timer, time sequence and your role. For example, speeches, evaluation, and tabletop speeches. Thank you, Toastmaster Harshad, for taking this timer role in precious meeting of 300. Now, AHA counter Amay, you have explained very well your role in a very depth structure. You also took care that it should not be more filler words. It should not overshot the filler words. That may discourage the role player. You also mentioned less than 5 like that. So kudos to you. TTM also explained. Now, let me call upon the table topic master, Toastmaster Santosh. You called first with main role players and also preferred the guest. I could not expect you. You also preferred one of our guest Nikunj. Means though there was only one guest, you preferred him, because many a times table topic master do not prefer the guest if there are no guests or if hardly there is one guest in the meeting. So I can say now, coming towards your topic, topic was very creative, like companies and what is the definition of this company? What does this company say? This is how makes the topic more complex to think and organize for table topics. I have no recommendations for you, and you have chosen the topics very strategically so that it would be very difficult, means it would not be possible for anyone to crack a particular topic on table topics for 1 to 2 minutes, not for 30 seconds or as well. So kudos to you. And I have no recommendations for you. Now last, evaluator. When I come upon the evaluator, your CRC approach was very structured. For example, you started with 3 commendations, that is photos and all, whatever you commented was in a very structured way. And that I liked, and that was very clear to your target speaker. And recommendations were 3, and there were very structured recommendations from my point of view. So kudos to you, Toastmaster Komal. And I have no recommendations for you. And you also took care about the time of your evaluations, because some evaluators may overshoot and cross the time sometimes due to 3 or 4 recommendations. They may exaggerate, but you have formalities to take care of time, and so kudos to you. And I have no recommendation to all the role players for today's meeting except me, that I think I am taking less time for general evaluation report due to no recommendations, and I haven't reached green card also yet. This is my short report, but as a 300 meeting, I have to eliminate the recommendations, short recommendations, which every G has to provide, like camera should be on and all that. So enjoy all, as it's our 300 meeting, and I hope I have plenty of time, but I am not going to accommodate that time. Guess why? Because our Toastmaster of the day, Yatin, has one more section, and that is very thrilling. That what is it about, how we should play and how we should participate. So wait, now suspense is going to be open. I'm handing the stage to our TMOD Yatin, and let's see who is the fortunate to win that game and who is going to be appreciated from our TMOD Yatin. Over to you.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. I believe we need to, Shubham, we need to do the polls, and I think you accidentally started the poll for first one.
Yeah, actually we have to done some changes in that in SAA and our counter. So I will make the changes and I can push that poll.
Okay, you want to launch it now, or you want me to give you time and I can?
I will send a poll for best role player. For best auxiliary role player, I have to make some changes. So give me some time for that.
Okay, all right. Okay, so let's first go ahead and vote for the best role player. – 60% voted. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and end the poll, please. Thank you. Okay. All right. While our presiding officer is fixing the auxiliary role player, let's go ahead and play one last game. And I hope all of you guys, I wish all of you guys the very best of luck, because this is the last opportunity for you guys to win the prestigious 250 rupees Amazon gift vouchers. Okay, and let me go ahead and post the link for all of you. Again, 5 questions, 5 opportunities to guess these. Okay, all right. Let me change. There you go. And if you want to go ahead and put in
the code,
you can do that as well. Okay, I'm waiting for players, for everyone to join. Okay, people are trickling in. We've got 3. Okay, first of all, we've got the auxiliary role player. Can we please go ahead and finish the voting of the auxiliary role player, please? And this will give even Shubham to go ahead and join us. We got 4 more votes to go, guys. Everybody, please go ahead and vote. Okay, we can end the poll. Shubham, once you have gone ahead and clicked on the link, let me know. I'll give you a little bit of time. Have you joined, Shubham?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, fantastic. All right, wish you all the best, everyone. And this time we are going to have a quiz on the logos. So the first logo. Let's see, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the correct answer is Fast Track. You are right, it is Fast Track. And the leaderboard looks like this. Ooh, we've got Hina by a thread. Okay, and Harshit following her. See, fastest fingers do help. Next question, and the next logo is okay. Let's see how many of you guys get this right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and the correct answer is HP. Seriously, Dell? Just kidding. I know, I get confused too. Okay, and the leaderboard looks like, ooh, we've lost Hina, but we've got new leader, which is Whippin. The next question. Okay, if it can come up, my bad. Oops, I think I lost the third question. What happened? My bad. Okay, third. Okay, let's see if it comes up this time. Ah, there you go. Ooh, a very difficult one to answer. Even I got it wrong. 3, 2, 1. Yep, it is actually Skype. It is not Salesforce. I said Salesforce too, and it was wrong, not Salesforce. So all you techies out there, yeah, I know what you're thinking. So now the leaderboard looks like. See, all the techies got it wrong. We got it. Wow, every question a new leader. Whew, it's going to be neck to neck. Next question, 2 more chances to win. Let's see how many of you guys got it right. 14, 12, 13. Three, 2, 1. And the correct answer is Lay's. So all the people who eat Lay's day in, day out, they got it right. Okay, you guys need to start eating Lay's. Okay, let's look at the new leaderboard. And, ooh, the leader is again changing. Who's the new leader? Harshad. Wow, 4 questions, 4 leaders. Okay, last question, guys. All the best. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep, everybody got it right except for one. It is Ford, and the winner is Toastmaster Harshad. So let's give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Harshad for winning the prestigious logo contest. Okay, with that, I hope all of you guys enjoyed and had a thrilling 300th meeting. And I'm going to get out. I really enjoyed it. I really want to thank all our guests who joined us today. I actually, before I go ahead and stop, okay, or hand it over back to the presiding officer, I want to call upon Toastmaster Nishant, who actually has been one of our most affluent Toastmasters that we've had in the recent past. So I would like to hear his thoughts on his experience and journey at BTMC. Over to you, Nishant.
First of all, I would like to thank Toastmaster Yatin for an amazing session. I mean, throughout this session, I was engaged. There was not even a single moment where I felt I'm not part of the meeting. It was like engaging throughout the moment. I would say my journey started back in like 2019. I attended my first meeting. That was TMOD was Toastmaster Sanjay, and the meeting was on decisions. It was a New Year's meeting and it was about to start. And I remember I just entered the room and there was like a whole overwhelming environment. I was very scared that, I have to go on stage and how do people speak? Will I be able to get there and, speak? And then I slowly and started, engaging in the meeting. I enjoyed the meeting. And then there was this moment where table topics came. And I was worried, should I participate? And that was when Beena ma'am was the one. Why don't you go and participate there? And I said, why not? Let's give it a shot. How it goes, let's see. And I went and I gave it a shot and I enjoyed that rush on stage. You won't believe, like I attended the first meeting. I went to Toastmaster Kishore and said, tell me the bank ID, I'll pay the fees right now and I'll become the part of Toastmasters then and there. And I would say that was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. I made friends, mentors, I made family. And right now I'm back at my home, to say the least. So overall, I had a great fun here.
Nice.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Nishant. I can tell you many lives at BTMC have been impacted by some of the stalwarts, like Sanjay, Beena ma'am, Seema, and Parijat, and many others. I mean, this is great, to see that you're back here and you joined at the last moment. I know I sent you an email message like late in the afternoon that you still managed to join and stay with us. So thank you very much for coming and gracing us at this lovely occasion. With that, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to our presiding officer. Thank you, everyone, for enduring my my loud voice and all the little jokes here and there. But it has really been fun, and I want to hand it over back to presiding officer for some accolades. Over to you, Toastmaster Shubham.
First of all, I want to thank everyone to join this meeting. Nishant, I texted you 2 weeks ago, I think so, and I told him you have to lock the calendar. You have to be there, and he's here. So it's really good. And just before the moment, I got message from Sanjay. He's in some pilgrimage, so he's not able to join today. Yes. Apart from that, I like to thank Beena ma'am. Milind sir, for joining us today, and special thanks to Toastmaster Yatin to take this position of TMOD, just because a week ago we are in very big dilemma who is going to do TMOD for 300 meeting, and this little challenge for us, and in that Yatin sir came and I can do, and just we will manage it. We'll manage it. And in this full week of hustle in between role players and what we have to do inside the meeting, how we can invite members. In between that, this meeting happened really very well. So thanks to each and everyone and our XCOM team who worked really very hard to make things happen. So before coming to the end of the meeting, we'll go for our moments of glory of the meeting on the base of votes that cast by yourself. And before that, I like to do some words with guest Nikunj, as he's with us from start of the meeting. So Nikunj, can you please turn on your camera and share your feedback? What was your expectation before joining the meeting, and it's till end of the meeting, and how do you feel?
Yeah, thanks Shubham. Thanks for the thanks Shubham. Thanks for the opportunity to speak towards the end as well. I had a great time in overall the entire Toastmaster session. I came actually with blank expectation. All I knew was it helps you enhance your leadership skills and also helps you better out your communication. So that was the mindset I came with, and I realized It's not only that, it's a lot interactive session wherein you get to know a lot of new things and new people. It not only enhances your communication, but also improves your vocabulary and also gives you information on the new topics. And I feel a privilege that coincidentally I attended the meeting, which was your 300th session. So it was a privilege to be there and see the enthusiasm in the entire round. I would like to thank again for letting me in. For looking forward to getting associated with Toastmasters.
Sure, Nikunj, please share your number here in chat box. We'll reach out to you and give you further details for joining the club and anything you want to know about the club. We can share all the details with you.
Sure, definitely.
Okay, so before conclude the meeting and before going to the moments of glory, I also want to share my experience when I first came to Bane Toastmasters Club, and that day, first speech of Toastmaster Parijat, and I heard him. And after my joining, one day I just gave one suggestion in the poster of club meeting, and in few minutes I got one personal message from Parijat. Your insights is good, and we can use your insights in our newsletter. And then after a few weeks, I got one message from Tanisha. If you want to contribute in the XCOM as a VP PR, it's really insightful for you. And then my interviews happened with Ankita and Tanisha. Then I worked with PG. I learned a lot from him, and then I worked with Radha, Santosh, and as a VP for working as a VP education, I totally encouraged by Amit, PG, Santosh, and Santosh is always like, Shubham, don't take tension. We are here. We can manage each and everything. And as I'm working as I'm leading as a president, but still, if I'm calling Santosh and say this thing will not happening, ye nahi ho raha hai, wo nahi ho raha hai, Santosh like, chill. We can take some decisions, and this thing will be work. That will be done before deadline. And in this journey, I met lots of people. Like I met Nishant, and from Nishant, I learned how to do constructive evaluation with use of his very favorite skill of using shortcuts of the word.
Acronyms.
Acronyms. After Nishant leave the club, no one is using acronym, just because when someone is using acronym, everyone in nostalgia of Nishant, if we can say this thing. Tushar is also joined us for a few minutes today, but he is not with us right now. So there are lots of memories with Bane Toastmaster Club. As Nishant says, it's a family, and it's really like. So now we can go for moment of glory. Okay, so certificate is ready from my side.
So while you're pulling that up, I want every single one of you who have joined, who are part of BTMC, please go ahead and register yourself for the ISC and TT contest. I have posted the link. I know exactly who has attended this meeting. So I want to see these registrations come today, right now, in the next 5 minutes. Guys, participate in the TT contest or the ISC contest. You've got 1 week to prepare for the ISC. For TT, you really don't require preparation. So please go ahead and register. And I want to see a great contest coming up in the next week. I will be the contest chair for one of the contests. But again, I'm looking forward to having each and every one of you today on the call. Nominate yourself. Okay. All right. Over to you.
And in table topics, as we don't have any kind of criteria for table topics. So in 32 members, we are expecting more than 20 is joining us for table topics contest. For table topics, you can reach out to Toastmaster Santosh, send your nomination with the help of form, or you can reach out to Yatin for international speech contest, or you can reach out to both of them for any contest which they can manage. Okay. So first we'll call for best prepared speaker, and anyone wants to do guess?
No, we can skip the prepared speaker and the evaluator, right? Because that was the only one of them.
Okay, so we can go with directly table topic speaker, and for that, anyone have any kind of guess?
Yeah, man.
Any more guesses?
Harijat.
Naming each other. That's good. If you are going to give certificates for this, then we can do it the whole day.
Okay, go ahead.
So it's Nishant. Congratulations, Nishant, for being best table topic speaker. And between Nishant and Beena ma'am, there are gap of.
Oh, no. Actually, both of them got the same votes.
Yes.
Both of them got the same votes. Shubham.
Okay.
Both of them. So
You say
Beena
this-
ma'am also wins. Actually, if you really
Yeah,
go
we
to
can make two certificates.
yeah, so we'll have to give 2 certificates. So Beena ma'am, your certificate is not ready, I believe. So, but you also won the one. You got the same number of votes.
Okay. So can anyone please take picture with Nishant?
Let me just give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Smile. Done.
So any guesses for best auxiliary role player?
No guesses.
No guesses. PG का guess सही निकला है. Congratulations, Hina, for being best auxiliary role player for the role of language evaluator. Congratulations to you.
तो इसको zoom करो. 1 मिनट रुको. Where is spotlight here? We'll have to give remove. Perfect. Okay, smile. And done. Okay.
So for the best role player, anyone wants to do guesses?
Yatin.
No guesses.
300 master. 300
No
master.
guesses, master.
300 points.
300 points.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Yatin, for being best role player for the role of.
Shubham, the voucher for Yatin should be 300 rupees.
Yes.
No. I'm okay. So I am okay with giving out the vouchers to, interest. I didn't want. Actually, I forgot to tell Shubham, don't put my name. But anyway, chalo. Thank you very much, everyone. Appreciate it.
Yes, Yatin sir, I can take picture for you.
I already took. Okay.
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 Okay, so I will share certificates after the meeting. We can take one picture, then we can.
Picture हमने ले लिया, starting में ही ले लिया.
Okay, so now we can end this meeting and we are open for fellowship.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. And congratulations.